Hello and welcome to Back Bedroom Art. I have to be careful how I said that. Welcome to Back Bedroom Art. And look, it's the Spitfire. I know it's been a while, but I'm determined to finish it before Christmas. Yes, so without further ado, I'm not going to muck about because I've got a lot to do. I'm just going to get into it, so let's get cracking. So this is the next bit to do, and it's the circuit board. Ooh, exciting. And this is what I love about this magazine, because it's not just about how to build it, but it talks about the Spitfire. I'll let you pause and read this, but it's a gas detection patch. Never knew it. Never knew it. I'm going to be looking out for this on any pictures of Spitfires, but, you know, you can pause and have a read of that if you get it on the right bit. I don't think I'm going to use it, because it does say no reports after 1941. Plus, I think it looks a little bit odd. Yeah. But it's an optional thing. You don't have to use it. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to attach the circuit board, which is a bit of a beast. So that's the circuit board attached. Now I've just got to plug in a few wires. So that's odd. It leaves one not plugged in for some reason. So I'm leaving one not plugged in, which obviously is going to go in there. Don't know why it's not plugged in yet. Don't take a genius to work out where it goes though. So let's move on. Even without taking out the packet, I know this bit is that bit for over there. Oh, I hate doing that one. Oh well, sooner started, sooner finished. Yeah, I remember almost crying when I did that on the other wing. It's so fiddly, so many small little parts. I mean, the way it works is obviously that closes it, that opens it. Put it on the other side. Donk, 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 donk. So when the flaps go, it just adjusts. Now I've got to attach that to that and then attach it to the plane. Here we go. So it's probably a big continuity error and a big gap, but I stopped making the video of this about 2 months ago because I realised I was missing this tiny little green bit. So I had to order a back issue. It's in place now, and I can carry on building the plane. So yeah, so the part I got up to is I'd been building this, hopefully anyway, in the video. Like I said, it was so long ago. So that obviously sits on. Nope. Do you know what? I'll come back. This is going to be too tricky one-handed. Oh my days! This is the most frustrating part of the plane. You've seen the problems I had in the past with this. It flicked off. I didn't want to show you me putting it back on because I was effing and blinding all the way through. But I got it back on, so it works again. Right, let's try and reattach it to the plane. Part 2 or 3, really. That really was a heartfelt sigh there. So I've got the MOF on, yay! So the only other things to do is put the clips in. It'd be like a jigsaw puzzle. Make sure it's the right way around. Make sure it's the right way around. So here we go. So both wings seem to be done. So it's the next bit now. Right, the next bit is wiring. So I've got a circuit board which has to go into that compartment there, and then all those wires plug into this. This is gonna be epic. And from what I understand, there's a lot of, turn it over, teasing wires through small gaps with my big chunky fingers. Right, wish me luck, here I go. So that's the circuit board attached, and it gives a gap for the wires to be fed through, which are all over here. I'm sure there could have been an easy way of doing this, but I'll do one and then I'll show you what I mean. So first of all, you got to find the one that you need. So in this case, M8. Now I need to bring it through to the back, making sure I get the right one. Right, so we've got M8 on this side. Now I've got to thread it behind the, I don't know what you call it, the frame, and down to there. Right, now I need to get it through to the front. So, come on. So here it is, M8, and all it does is it then plugs into the middle one, making sure the yellow wire is at the bottom. So I need both hands for this. I do apologise, I meant yellow cable at the top, otherwise it won't go in. Now that was a barrel of fun, and I've only done one. So using my trusty tweezers, I'm going to carry on and do the rest. But it's a lot more doing the same as I just did on that last wire. Here we go. This is so hard. This is so hard for my little, well I say my little hands, my big hands. Everything's so tiny. Does it really matter if I don't have the electrics working on this thing? I might just leave it and don't bother doing any more wires. I reckon I could get away with it. So that's the best I'm doing with that. Just got to put this cover on so you can see where the screw holes are. Let's just hope I don't screw through a wire. So now that's on, that's all the wiring protected. Just got to put the radio on. It doesn't look much like a radio to me, but it just pushes in. And yeah, I've got no faith that I've wired it up correctly. I've got no faith that it will work. But if it doesn't, at least it'll be a good looking model that doesn't light up or move. Yeah, I'm happy I've done the best I could there. Right, moving on. Well, this next bit looks fun. I think a big chunk of the airplane is about to be done. So I've got it there, and it goes on there. And from the look of it, where you got like the radio, that's where you got these covers. Quite that cool. Yeah, that's gonna look really cool. The only downside to it is I gotta do the wires that lead from here to here, the radio wires. Oh, I just absolutely adore stuff like this. Right, here we go. Let's move on to the next bit. So I've unravelled it. I've threaded it on. Ooh, if you can get it in. That wasn't that hard actually. I didn't even need the tweezers. And then it's just push it all the way onto the knot that's on the end. And here we have it. Oh, but it was easy. You know, that's going to come back and bite my bum. Oh, yes, I was right. So I thread it through that little hole. And then through that little hole. And then I pull it through. Attach a spring to it. And then assemble this bit. Oh, my days. And once I've assembled all that, I then got to somehow fit it into there. So, not hard at all. I'm not going to bother showing you me doing it because I need both hands. Well, I need 3 hands. But here we go. Hard to show you what's happening, but the spring and the bit, the plastic thing I had to put on is now wedged under there, which means I can pull on this and it goes in and out. That's quite ingenious. Shame I can't really show you here. I don't know if you can just about see it. Very clever, very clever. Next thing I've got to do is apply some glue to these and to these. Even though they've been attached at the factory, apparently it says that it could come loose in transport. So I'll just slap some glue on and let it dry. How adorable is that? It's a little crowbar. It gets fitted onto here. You've got 2 little pegs, and you just got to glue it in. You can see little pegs sticking out of it, can't you? Isn't that a little sweet? There you go, in place. And just in case you was wondering why there's a crowbar there, it's used by the pilot to smash open the cockpit if he needs to make an emergency escape. And I tell you, if I need to make an emergency escape, crowbar, yeah, I'd feel pretty safe with that in my hand, smashing away at a window. So I've just done this bit. It's pretty straightforward. Stick it on and screw it in. Now I've got to do another wire, but this one is a bit annoying because I don't mind doing the wires. So it's a wire. It's not an electrical wire, but it's this bit here. Cut 9mm off end A of the area. Why not just do it 9mm shorter? But yeah, and then I've got to attach all these springs again. Do the thing I did before. This is the thing I tried to show you before. So once you've got the bit on with the spring, it fits in there. But because you've got the spring, it's very boing, boing. So hey, that's a technical term, by the way. Boing. Then we're going to fit that on, screw it on, and then we're done with that bit. Right, let's crack on. I'll cut it off. 9mm of the wire. The only thing I can think of is they realised it was 9mm too long after they've sent loads of them out and they just changed the magazine. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, I've cut it off. My hand's way too big for this. Yeah, so you basically grip the wire in between those two things, and by tightening that screw, my hand's too big. I can't even focus on the bits. Here we go. I've done it once before. Let's do it a second time. So my advice is sort of, I can't zoom in, is get it attached but leave a gap. Can you see there's like a little gap? Then slide the wire through it and then tighten it the rest of the way. If you try and get the two pieces with the wire and the screw all together at the same time, it's impossible. And there we have it. So it's sort of attached there with a little clasp and then boing on there. So now I just got to attach all this to the plane. So I've got to do all again for the other side, including the wire with the fiddly little bits. But I've also, look how exciting is that, I've got a battery box. But what I'm fed up of doing is keep going from the plane to the base, back to the plane to the base. So I'm going to keep all of the base bits from now on and do them all in one go at the end, rather than keep swapping backwards and forwards, because the base is not light and I have to keep taking it apart to do a bit and then put it back together again. Yeah, no more of doing that. So, and that's my suggestion to you if you do this Spitfire. Keep all the base bits to one side and just do it all in one go. Right. I'm going to show you me doing this again. It's the same old deal. Little connector goes onto there, and then I've got to do the wire, poke it through the hole. Yeah. You've seen it before. Let's just do it, and then I'll show you the end result. Oh, by the way, I did show you that, didn't I? That's the end result of this side. How cool does it look? It looks pretty swish, doesn't it? Okay, so that's that side done. Ooh, don't want to leave the flap down, do I? That's so clever. So if I come around, you can just about make it out. There's the crowbar for the pilot to smash open if he gets stuck in there, and I've done the other side. So sort of come out a bit. It's looking pretty swish, isn't it? Oh, excuse the mess. There's no way you can do model making and keep it neat and tidy. But yeah, looking pretty special. Right, tune in next time, and I'm going to hopefully get a load more done of this Spitfire. You never know, I might even finish it. There's so much still to go. Just the tail itself tells me there's a big chunk to go. That's all the casing for around the front. Right. Leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you again real soon. Cheerio, everyone. Bye.